the NDC. We know that this year is an election year, and we're praying that God should let us conduct this election peacefully, without any disturbances, without any violence. And may Ghana continue to prosper and be peaceful before, during, and after the election. We know that after Ayawaso West Wuogon, a commission of inquiry was set up, and the commission made some investigations and recommendations. It identified those who were responsible for what happened at Ayawaso West Wuogon and asked that they be sanctioned. Unfortunately, this government has refused to take any action against those who were responsible for the harm that has been caused to our brother. And I have assured him that when we come, justice will be done, and whoever were involved in that unfortunate incident will be brought to book and made to face justice for what they have done to him. Aside from that, it was also recommended that they be paid compensation for the injuries that have been caused to them. As far as I know, that compensation has not been paid yet, and so I wish to assure him that NDC is going to win the election. And when we win, the appropriate compensation that is due to him, so that he can invest the money in something and be able to make a living, we will make sure that he is paid that adequate compensation. And so I thank you very much.
Enkane edom anoboaboa for Emma MPP amanyoko no enei ono na ukopim e National Lotteries Authority o penyi kwankyerefo a oti ano ya ohwe amadwumadi etimi akoso eye owura same awoku enei wakasa ache Ghana mabunu se omonhwe no monta MPP amanyoko na chi no montimi 2024 aba ye betu omontimi ending kunim esan se ono de ogidie e wa rehemu se Juma MPP amanyoko no abo ama enkanka Ghana mabunu no also mutimi ehwe no moto abama MPP amanyoko no 2024 no mutimi toa omunyuma pa eso.
In 2016 they couldn't collate their figures. When we said we had won, they said no, we lied. We invited the entire diplomatic community to our war room, where polling station by polling station, we were in opposition at that time. They had all the state machinery backing them. They still could not collate their figures. In 2020, within 2 hours, we were able to calculate all our votes, and we're clear in our minds, this is where we are. And I think one thing the conservatives have that our opponents do not have is the strength in our numbers and the power of our intellect to read through the lines and always adapt to situations when we need to. On the ballots on December 7th in Ghana will be a choice between hope and hopelessness. On the ballots on December 7th here in Ghana will be a contest between somebody's retirement package as a former president or the future of the Ghanaian people in the Bawumia administration today. Again, we believe that there is a contest between a man with ideas and a man who is expiring with his ideas. The world has made a shift, and I believe that the MPP, we have a solid candidate, a man proven that he can deliver on any day. And I keep asking myself that we are confronted with a situation where, perish the thought, if the opponent wins, he can only serve one term. He has no accountability issue with you again. He won't come back to you for vote. If the NPP wins, we must work hard to justify the vote and to ask for another support for another term.
Afi abomai Ghana ebeto aba na nipa dom ahodo na yi omuti so mpese omutu franka na omuje nkunim na amanya benjomba betena so na ba kon ene the new force na na kwa mebedi akon eda no na oguso ebonto ene odu enkramantamu na ntawudin eye cheda de oye ne se wasidwa ahodo mu ede ne suade hunu eto amanfo anim se omonto abama no na mabunu emeje oman ni so na wo so meche de ombetun eye ede ama oman Ghana.
na kwa mebedi akon ani panyin na wogina new force kona na mu na wode apre o panyin adwa wo December bosome Ghana abato ebekwa ni mu no na panyin ade nani akire mu obabi atise Zongolin o Kanshi Kantamanto Makola ene maburu ene adwadifo kwakodi ehia woje wontiri mu poni wonsusuye na wode aka na hyehyeye ho na senyankopon ya adom na Ghana fo to abade man ma ne be yo panyin a wode ayadwuma
sebeda ha me pese Mose Ebreko amebrono minindara amoro aso se Ghana yabaye bako na yete se yagire ye kasa ana yeya aban no ye ana yakasa esese aban no tie ye ana yakasa edom no esese esese no etiminim se ebebru ana meya trim I mean ananum amo ana masumame the era of Kwame Nkrumah is coming back again. This time I'm not bringing you the independence, you have it already, but this time I am bringing your economic freedom. I am bringing your economic freedom. From Abedina, me say, I say, Kroma Branche, Yanante. Timmy, me see from me Baba Dija. They say you need a leader like me that you can talk to, that you can work with. A leader with no fear, a leader that will come to the market, not for politics and not for voting. I am coming for you. I want you to know that I stand by you.
And watching YouTube Kasiapo, ye nejo di phobic asaya, or din sem say a tuja.
Na oya, a brand na abrofuni diasono. Na Ghana yade. Say ya, yen kasa yen nipa krom ni diasono. Yada nkwa, eti oba na oman no waba besisa. Na enuma emnante ne mabawa no anya dwuma ye. Anunti enana kwa mbedi akon. Etwa say otumiba 2024.
He's a young guy with good ambition. His ambition is priceless and he's very optimistic. As you can see, it's for all. It's not a nepotist. He can rule the country very well, and may God help him to attain his set goals.
What is your future with Babua Ghana? What I say, because guy no, and it's what you know. I'm so simple for the crowd here. What I say, Timothy Ghana Nibia, near Batam for Yaze, Obia for the ration, don't talk about my Kwame Cheddar, Bediako, like one in the Sonimu. Because I remember there, I know what Ghana has got 7 years. When you proud about Ghana, I'm a Ghana to be 2 pounds.
Yeto akase bono so ane kopiem okotokofi eho na otumfo se to otoso mienu atoto ahya ban ne mpanyifo se omonhwe na Ghana Publishing Company no omonhwe emo omonfa sika nshem na omoni omo ye no entimi entumpo odin se wen nyina to dwa abra mpanyifo da Ghana Publishing Company ekopie ne na ase
edwuma esumbo ma paisa se gazetting no ne nyema bibia for parliament bibia ne ho na ne and I want to know research will be a document be an equal. Sure. The German say, and then Madame Granty, Abaya, can you be getting in us? Even if you must have to fulfill modern or modern one idea. Says among the user, Abaya and their ministry that only for religion and come on and they have a limited liability company. Munya monaso nye ne monye monamye mumya manena konsumo pega na monye die these are bible women sunanka donika some deliberate policy say a certain percentage of government in here farmer woman cash we ayi ama yesa say abaye duma
wa ensra Sha Ghana Publishing Company Limited for Kotum for Naso Menshia in Fia Kwasrano no and Deputy Managing Director ya Wadaj Makuna no Ura Samuel Bimfo Dakwa Musem. Wamu ebie nkrabata anase office kra ewa Asante Mantam ha. Sene be yo madwuma no ombetimi aye na wamu aye ne ye. Na wonim se otumfo nso eni agye ba wamu ba Asante Mantam ha no. Na wamu hwe ne mu se nya kumase nko a na omde nkrabata ne bi beba won be chetre ma hiem akọ Mantam ahodo ni hinamu.
Ohwa eye ade abroni friend business continuity purposes. Se adwuma ohwe na wo ye na o steady baby our revenue free ba baby our sika free ba adwuma no hefo na yedi mebre na wo hwa na fe why partner siasa ahwe say sika free this direction ba no kwan be ne betimi afa so betimi atete ye kai boso and yet nya more profit ye hu say nya more work free Ashanti region gazette eba gazette na mebre free Ashanti region ba na process have go through ni sika be or ye betu ansa na yetimi ye adwuma no ye study na say be study office na ye first half tenem na ye tua renwe bibia sika ye kai bo na bibeka ama be mfaso so it make business sense ye ba be pay office for Ashanti region na ye bie na etimi akoso na said ye kan work nso animu no business a egu no untimi expand sabe o pe bi kura de ahwe de obesimi ahwe wo ho so a clear case e di adanse se nyame adom the board of directors and management at the Ghana Publishing Nam Kwan Papa so
afi my Ghana ebeto aba nyame adoma December bosom no mu na nipa bi o ha afi no manya mfiedu nwotwe fi no mba beto aba edikane no na UTV Simon tinso bi so se afi no mu dikan akwakoto aba na mu ni se adwen ben na mo de ko akwakoto aba no
Isheshe no ma bebre free na ho. Once the promises no more manados so ye hu de omo yenti. This new electoral, year na yerim no. Galamsey nsem no. Medium I hope said in the manifestos no they will pay more attention to Galamsey because once you see almost saying nsuo no. And nsuo ne so saying once a kidney semsa doso they are releasing a lot of cyanides and other harmful chemicals into the water and it's actually affecting a lot of people. Honestly that's the number one cause of kidney problems in Ghana right now.
Me a new time voter, yes. Now policies are measure say abaya person obetna so police are measure say me say me a student into no me say me we school a den na meye into me hwe ndwuma a your friends in government in baba amaye any roads construction of the roads and then also looking at the agriculture side reducing some cost and all that.
University students yo adwin bi se we school a untimi enya adwuma enya nanso se government na oba no etumi de adwuma ana policies egu akwenma students a omo university omo we school a ombetimi aye adwuma enti as a first time voter se government a oba otimi e de nyoma gu akwenm ema adwuma se for university students and many bechipa.
Like the free SHS like this, it brought good results and all, but the quality and effectiveness of the education wasn't to the expectation of Ghanaians. So whenever a project is started, it should continue so that the rest of us will also benefit from it, so that the economy will continue progressively.
As a first-time voter, no, Niema Amisheshefi political leaders for Omoba, any Omo manifesto, Niema Amisheshefi Omono to touch on the education sector, touch on the health sector, touch on the agriculture sector. Abain for na ewo hono mana near political party be our bebano. What they have to know is say, o manifesto who say what do manifesto beba, but in Juma or my no, obe make sure say, obetimi atwaso, na o mine akoneni, because at the end of the day, no, obi aba or pesa or any day, ne akase wa be any day, inti Juma party be a bebano, ne a begu. But at the end of the day, if say we are be ye kwine, na wo ba wo beto ekwan no so if say we abeye agriculture kakra na wantimi anwi a wo ba wo beto so we abeye education sector kakra na wankasa hu say menuane ye ni sei mfomso kakra wo ho na wato so say ye ne saa na oman no ye bekọ yanim.
Penny Quantrell for an Eukopim or Gimpa or no and a share training any consultant so a Professor Charles Amwate Esuswache Amanyoko no Ahodone say Omo manifestos na ya omo ye no omo hwe na omo ntro nsema betimi aboa ama oman no etimi etumpon sema betimi aka ho ama oman se ka se echichire a dache ye ma na se mofra eba no ombetimi enya omo nan edi baby esi.
Yeah, most of the time, the political parties, normal ban, they already have their manifestos. But now there is a challenge with implementation of these manifestos. And to know training, almost for different political parties. Now, most of them know more parties no in terms of coming up with their manifestos. And they say with the training, I did my manifesto nibion actually say nyama ye propose in the manifesto say nyama betimi aboa omino na omino to me solving your problems ye gidi say to me yes our manifesto which is informed by evidence in the action any of them on beba power no they already have a manifesto that understands and address the needs of the people of Ghana.
I think that this workshop it's a very, very important one for political actors and researchers. I believe the gap that we have always spoken about that exists between research and policy making will be greatly enhanced in terms of bridging it if we encourage workshops of this nature where interactions are conducted between research on very important issues that affect our people and how the findings and the evaluations of those research can find space in political manifestos backed by evidence. And with that in place, the citizens are also given measurable promises, and that enhances accountability, because when policies contained in a manifesto are backed with evidence, then during the implementation stages the citizens are able to examine if the impact of the policy that is being implemented matches with the evidence that was used to back the policy in the first place when it was put in the manifesto.
Amayokubia where the manifesto we are nusun sandun oninge den oye kasakeke na manyokul where back kan kire hena na de woka kasa ni wie na sanya me ya do mase wo power dam kasa na wakan was dam kasa was it baye dwuma ono no ho nchekire ono no ho entity na nde yaba gempa ha yelbeye ehwa amanyoku no mu enkrofo amanyoku bia no mu nyipa wa ha will go through them entertain ama ye manifesto ye amakasa ye kanyinara onye kasa keke kasa nkrofo bohwe wato aba mahen na sakasa nkrofo wato aba mahen wia ono so ma yezebe ye dwuma ma amanfo ho ato honen ono titirunti na ye wogen pahande
Yebedane ye ho age aboafo nkrato eba animado ne mpanyfo betena se nei MPP amanyoko no omo ebubo edin anase edin abetodwa se panyia anase MPP amanyoko no ono ena okopim o menhia ogina o se Frank member of parliament omo sanso ena energy ministry no ono yeswafa osho Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe ono na sabre edin ni din enena mframemo a amanfo ebo omode atudwa se papa na dom so ne so na mpanyfo agine tuma obe Frank tufo abedi achi ama MPP amanyoko no we ene nsema hodo ene animado ene mpanyfo ebetena se na omode enkomotwetwe no aba yetwa ho sima ye ba omode enkomotwetwe no ebeto aso.